Okay, guys, hello. Let's go live. All right, team, mute yourself. Okay, I always have the team on FaceTime during my lives because it's better and it helps me to know what's going on. All right, waiting for Leah to request me. 1 second. I'm gonna pin my comment. How do I pin my comment? Hold on. Pin comment, and then not that. I'm gonna actually turn off commenting, and then I'm gonna go to my requests. Let's get Leah on here. Okay, here we go. Who's ready for a good workout? I know I need one today. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I just need to like move. Yes, there she is.
Hi.
All right, I'm gonna move back over. I'm good, babe. I miss you.
I know, I miss you too. It's like now we're on week 5 now, right?
Wow, we are.
Can you hear me?
All right,
okay?
how's
okay?
that
I'm
for?
using a different microphone. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Okay, great.
How is this for positioning? Good?
I think that's great, yeah. Also, if anybody does not have a ball, we're going to use a pillow instead. So we're going to start by using a little bit of a ball. If you need some extra, an extra prop pillow, it's great. You ready? Should we just get right into it?
I mean, I'm ready. How many people do we have here? Okay. Yeah, there's like 900 people on. All right, let's do it.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to start with your knees wide. Let's take the ball between your ankles. So
which way are we facing? Should we face that way?
Oh, yeah. We'll do the same way. All right. Give it a squeeze. Take your knees wide through here. You're just going to start to lift up through the pelvic floor. Just start to reach your hands in front of you through here. And then take your hands backwards. You're just going to open up the chest. Good. So just starting to warm up the shoulders. Pull the abdominals in here. Take your arms back. And we're going to speed it up just a tiny bit. We're going to kind of try to flow through these moves so we can get to a bunch here. Lifting up. Take it back. You're going to start to hinge at the waist. You're going to reach your hands forward as you hinge back over your hips. Press the arms back as you lift up in the chest. Good. Nice. You're reaching your hands back, pulling your hips backwards, and then reach it up. So you're opening up the chest. Really nice. You're pulling the core in, reaching your hands out, pressing it right back up. Really nice. So just starting to connect into the core. Good. Nice. And lift it up. And let's do one more. And then you're going to keep your hands backwards, just hinging forward. Your hips are going to be about like a couple inches up off your back or off your heels. Start to do tiny pulses here. So very tiny pulses. Good. Keeping the core in. Really good. Nice. Your shoulders are back. You're lengthening out of your neck. Keeping the core in. Keeping your arms up and then start to bend your elbows in and then press your hands back. So just bending in through here. Good.
I love these little tiny moves. So good.
Yeah, good. Press it back. So you're keeping your knees wide, keeping your abdominals in here. Let's do 2 more. And then 1 more. Take your hands back. You're going to turn your palms facing down to the floor and then just take your arms out into a T. And then you're going to squeeze your hands in through here. Yeah, so just go straight arm. Go straight out to the side and then pull it in. Yeah, you're doing a different one, but that's also really good. It's a great exercise too. Make it up your own moves.
You know, the camera's so far away during the live, so it's so hard to see what you're doing.
I know, and I'm kind of like in one color too. One more.
I'm going off of muscle memory with working out with you.
I love it. And then take your hands all the way out in front of you, and you're just going to lift up in the hips. And then you're going to reach your hands forward. We're going to make our way onto your hands and knees here. You're going to keep your knees apart here. Your hands are going to go underneath your shoulders. Start to bend your elbows, and your chest is going to go down to the floor. And then pushing with your hands as you lift it all the way up. Yeah, good. So you're going to keep your knees apart, bend it down, pushing it up. Really good. So keep going through here. And then lift. So you're keeping your elbows into your side. Your shoulders are back. Good. Really nice. And let's do a few more of these. Good. And then take your hands facing inwards. So you're going to make a triangle position here. You're going to start to bend your elbows out to the side. So same type of move, but your elbows are out to the side. Good, nice. And then you're doing a slight shift forward. So it's abdominals, it's triceps. You're keeping your hips nice and open. really nice. Good, and let's do 3 more. 2 more. And then 1 more. Good, and then you're gonna pull your hands back to center, kind of facing forwards here. You're gonna tuck your toes underneath and you just start to lift your heels up, or sorry, knees up. So you're gonna hover your knees up here, pulling the core in, lifting up and hold, and then drop it down. So you're gonna keep your knees wide here. Yeah, you're just lifting it up. Good, and then drop it down. So think your core pulls your knees in and up. Really nice. Drop it down. Let's do 2 more here. Good. And then 1 more. Good. Nice. Drop it down. You're going to pull your knees back into parallel. We're going to do the same thing with your knees kind of underneath your hips. Kind of more what we're used to doing here. Just start to hover your knees up and hold. So you're pulling the abdominals in. And then drop the knees down. Really good. And then start to hover up and hold. And then drop the knees down. Good. Let's do 3 more here. So really lifting up, pulling the core and squeezing the ball between your ankles. So you're thinking inner thighs kind of connecting here as well. 2 more. Lifting up. Good. Drop it down. Last one. Good. And then drop it down. Sit back into a child's pose. You're just going to reach your hands up straight. I'm going to fold my mat over to the side here. Good. So reaching out through here, we're going to go into a plank. So you're going to keep your toes tucked underneath. Start to press yourself all the way out. So you're going to open up into a full plank. Yeah, let's go into your hands this time. Good. And then bend your knees to the floor. Start to press through your arms. So you're going to press back into your arms. Open up the chest. Yeah. And then keep your knees lifted up off the ground. Yeah.
Oh, keep them lifted?
Keep them
Oh,
lifted.
God, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Just 2 more. Open it up. I've seen you do these before. 1 more. Pressing it all the way out. Good. Drop your knees down after that next one. And then sit into a child's pose. Just reach your hands all the way out. Really good. Good. All right. Let's take your legs around. Flip them around in front of you. I love you say you can't do it, but you did it perfectly. So.
I think I didn't know what you were talking about for a second.
Squeeze, you got it. You're right in there. Squeeze the ball between your knees. Reach your hands all the way out straight from here. So you're going to kind of lift up out of the chest. Let's do 1 roll down all the way down to the center. So you're going to peel through the spine. Good. Go all the way down. So you're going to roll all the way down. Take your hands up over your head. Let's pull the chin in and slowly start to lift up through here. Good. Nice.
Oh, you know what's so funny? I tied my sweatshirt in the back, so I have a big lump here.
Oh no, we'll just do 1 more and the rest will do kind of lift it up. Just roll through the spine.
Fashion
The
problem.
only space that's good for a tie is the front in my method, you know? So go back
Like
to
a lump in my
So keeping the core in here, just start to take your left hand out to the side and then pull it back through the center. Good, and you're gonna go over to the other side. Good, nice, and then come back to center. Open it up, and then pull it back to center, really nice. And then center, good, really good. And then back, perfect, so you're just kind of stabilizing in the upper body. Good, nice. And then do 1 more to the other side. You're gonna come back to center here. You're gonna take both arms out, so just start to open both arms up, and then pull it back to center. Good, really nice. Open it up, and pull it back to center. Good, let's do 3 more here. So keeping the core in, so nice. 2 more. Good, and then 1 more. And you're gonna hang on here, make an oval shape with your hands. So we're gonna do the figure 8. So you're gonna go over to the right. You're gonna dip the arms down. You're gonna lift it up and then go over to the other side. So you're gonna keep switching sides, yeah. Good. These are one of my favorites. The nice twisting rotation from the upper body. How are you feeling?
Good. Abs are burning.
Good. Twist. Nice. Let's go over to the side.
I love this ab series. It's so good.
I know. It's so good. Good. And then after this next one, you're going to come back to center here and hold. Good. Take 1 arm up to the ceiling. Drop it down. Let's do the other arm up. And then drop it down. Really nice. Good. You're going to lift and lower. Awesome. So nice. And lower. So you're keeping the core and you're just trying to keep the chest nice and open. Remind yourself to squeeze the ball.
Babe, will you shut that door, please? Thank you.
It is funny how you can hear like every little sound in the background on these things. You know, it's like anything happening in the house.
Oh, I make a huge announcement to the house. I say, guys, 30 minutes, I need silence, please. Then you hear like footsteps and everybody's like doing their thing.
I know, totally. And then come back to center, keep the abdominals in. You're going to separate your arms. You're just going to do one last little thing. You're just going to do tiny circles here. Good. Really nice. Keep the abdominals in. You're keeping that scoop of the core. Let's do 3 more. Let's do the reverse, other way. Drop the arms down, circle.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
I know, we're almost done. Just a couple more.
I'm such a baby today. Oh my God.
No, you got it. It's also hard. It's always harder too in the afternoons, like as you have like all day, you know. 2 more. Good, nice. Come all the way back to center. Lift all the way up off of here. Take a butterfly stretch. You can open up your knees. I'm gonna skip bridging so you don't have to lay on your back on the knot. How's that?
Oh, I love bridging though.
Okay, you wanna do it anyway?
I mean, yeah, I'll make it work. It's fine.
All right, take the ball between your ankles. So you're gonna squeeze it between there. Walk yourself so that your hips are close to your heels. And then let's lay all the way down.
No, it's not
So you're gonna
bad.
lay all the way down flat. Take your arms out into a T. And give the ball a squeeze. Squeeze your inner thighs here. Stretch out your fingertips, and you're gonna start to slowly tuck and lift all the way up. So lift up and hold, lengthen out of your head, and then scoop and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling through the spine. Okay, so you're still squeezing the ball between your inner thighs, really connecting there. Start to lift all the way up. Good, nice. And then scoop and roll all the way down. Okay, and let's do 3 more here. Starting to lift all the way up, keeping your chest nice and open, lengthen out of the top of your head. And then scoop and roll down. Good, nice. 1 more. Let's lift all the way up. And now you're going to stay all the way up. You're going to dip your right hip down. So you're just going to like go about halfway, and then you're going to lift up and hold. You're going to dip your left hip down and then lift up. Good. So you're just kind of rotating from side to side, trying to keep your knees kind of parallel in towards your body, in line with your hips and your heels. And then lift. Good. Really nice. And lift. And let's go 1 more over to the left. Lift it all the way up. Let's scoop and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way down through the center. Okay. And then you're going to lift up again, so start to tuck and lift all the way up. Good. So I want you to squeeze your hands underneath your body here. So you're going to give like a slight squeeze underneath your hips. So your hands come around there. Good. You're going to dip your hips down as you open your arms out into a T. So you're going to go into like a flat back, tapping down to the floor, and then lift up and squeeze your hands underneath. Yeah, good. So you're just tapping it down, lifting up and squeezing the hands. Really good. And then lift. And tap. And lift. Really nice. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Really nice. 1 more. And lift it up. Drop your hands down to the floor. You're going to scoop and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Try to get away from the knot. Walk your feet a little bit further away. Take your hands up over your head. And then let's lift up through here. So you're going to roll through the spine. Slowly start to lift all the way back up. I'm stuck. There you go. Awesome. All right, let's do this.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing ever? I have to throw this. So I did like a foot mask the other night, and I didn't really know what to expect from it. But now, a day later, my foot just started peeling.
I've seen this before, and it's like it's the whole thing rips off, right?
Yeah, and I looked down at my feet during that, and I can't help but dropping off.
That's kind of exactly what I need right now. Like my feet are just, yeah.
I'm gonna link to it on Amazon because it's really good. I think you guys
will you send me that link, please? Squeeze the ball between your legs here. We're gonna go into a straight arm. We're gonna lift all the way up through here. So you're gonna go into like a side kind of side.
Is the ball between your thighs or your legs?
Let's go in between your inner thighs, so slightly above your knees. Yeah. Good. So you're gonna lift up through here. Good. You're gonna lift your hips up. Take that top arm up and over your head, and then just pull your hips down very slightly. You're gonna drop the arm down by your hip. Good. Lifting in and up, and then drop it down. Good. Nice. Lifting it in and up. Really good. Dropping it down. Good. Let's do 2 more. Lifting it up. Dropping it down. 1 more here. Good. Nice. And then dropping it down, and you're going to hold that arm into a side plank through here. You're just going to kind of slowly start to twist it underneath. You're doing a slight rotation underneath your arm, and then open it up. So very small here. Pull your shoulders back. You're just rotating the upper body. Open it up. Really nice. Good. Let's do 3 more. Up. Good. 2 more.
Come on, Kim, you got this. I'm looking at it.
1 more.
I'm on FaceTime with my team, and I can see them doing it, and they're taking breaks.
Oh, nice. 1 more. Good, nice. And then you're going to twist down to the floor. Take both hands. You're going to face the floor so your hips are still twisted. Good. Shoulders are back here. Just start to bend your elbows very slightly, and then press it up. Yeah, really nice. Tiny pulses here. And lift. Good, nice. 3 more. And lift. 2 more. And then 1 more. Good, nice. And then just sit back into a child's pose. Reach your hands all the way out.
I'm so grossed out at my feet right now.
I can't see them. We're so far away. It's like you can't even see what's happening.
I'm going to show you guys what's happening here after. It's really gross.
Isn't it called baby feet? Like, isn't the thing like the peel like something?
Yeah, it's a thing.
All right, let's go over to the other side. Yeah, open this arm all the way up. Give the ball a slight squeeze. Good, nice. You're gonna lift your hips up. Take that top arm up and over your head. And you're just gonna dip it down slightly, looking over towards your hips. Good. So pulling the abdominals in. Good, really nice. Really nice. Good. And let's do 2 more here. Drop it down. 1 more. Drop it down. You're going to hold your arm out to the side. You're going to twist underneath to do a slight rotation underneath. You're still pulling that supporting shoulder back away from your ear. Keeping your core in. Slight rotation. Really nice. Good. Let's do 3 more here. And open. 2 more. Up. Let's do the last one here. Good. And then you're going to twist down to the floor. Take both hands down to the floor. Your hips are still rotating to the right. And now you're going to bend your elbows. And then push it up. Good. It's about a slight twist. Good. 3 more here. 2 more. And then last one. Good. Sit into a child's pose. Reach your hands up. How are you doing? Let's do glutes. Let's do forearms. Let's do forearm glutes today since we did a lot of supporting shoulder stuff. Okay. Let's take the ball behind your left knee. Give it a little squeeze here. Let's go into your forearms. Okay, nice. Forearms here. You're going to take your leg up kind of in line with your body. You're going to flex your foot here. So you're going to lift up out of the abdominal, shift your body weight slightly forward, and then start to do tiny pulses. So tiny pulses up with the heel, yeah. Good. Keeping the core in here. Good. Really nice. Good. And then let's do a few more of these. You're going to start to soften your foot, and then you're going to drop the knee down to the ground. You're going to tap it down to the ground, and then lift it all the way up. Good. Nice. So tapping it down, lifting it up. So keeping the core in here. Good. Let's do 2 more. And then 1 more, you're going to lift it all the way up. You're going to go into a circle. So you're going to open the knee out to the side, drop it down, and lift. Good, really good.
These burn.
Keeping the obliques in, keeping your shoulders back. Good. Let's do one more this direction. And then we're going to reverse. You're going to drop the knee down, open the knee out to the side. Good. Open it up through here. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And then 1 more. Good. Nice. And then dropping down to your knee. Let's turn your hand inwards, facing inwards. So I'm going to go into my right. Your left hand goes in front of you. You're going to open up to the side here. Okay, so you're lifting up out of your shoulders, keeping that ball squeezed. You're going to tap at the ankles. You're going to tap the ankles and then lift up. So you're going like ankles tap together as you drop the leg and then lift. Good. Nice. And lift. Good. How are you feeling?
My ass is on fire. Woo.
Do 2 more.
This is why my ass looks so big lately, because it's literally been being pumped up by all these workouts like every day. I haven't missed a day of working out since quarantine started. I think I've worked out like 20-something days, like 25 days in a row or something.
That's crazy. Lift up here and hold. You're going to pull the knee into your chest here. Take it slightly backwards. So you're just going to kind of pull it in. So keep your hip open. So think like you're going more towards like your shoulder. So you're going this way. Like pull. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice.
I'm not on my game this workout. I'm very distracted.
2 more. That's okay. You're getting a little bit in. It's good. You know, you can like a little bit of movement. 1 more here. Good. Nice. And then drop it all the way down. Grab the ball. Take it out from behind your knee. Let's take a pigeon stretch on that left side. So take your left leg forward. Oh, yes. Lay it all the way down. Tap on that hip.
That feels good.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the other side?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, take the ball behind your right knee. Give it a little squeeze here. Go down into your forearms. And then we're going to hover that knee up. You're going to flex the foot through here. Start to do tiny pulses up first. So keep your foot flexed. Do tiny pulses up. Shoulders are back. Abdominals are in. Good, really nice. Good, tiny pulses. Good, and let's do a couple more. Point the toe through here. Start to drop the knee down to the floor. So you're just going to kind of do a relaxed foot. Do a full range of motion on that knee. Good.
Whew. Feel the burn.
Uh-oh, did mine pause? Do you see me?
No, you're good.
Oh, strange. Okay, it looked like it paused for a second. Good, and then lift. Let's do 1 more. And now you're gonna go into a circle. So you're gonna open your knee out to the side, drop it down, lift it up. Really nice. Opening it up, dropping it down, and lift. Let's do 1 more. And then reverse the opposite direction. So let's go down, open around. So full range here. Shoulders are back. Keep the core in. Nice. 2 more. And then 1 more. Good. You're going to drop the knee down to the floor. You're going to turn your left hand facing inwards. You're going to open up over to the right. So you're going to lift up here. Pull the abs in. You're going to tap ankles down through here. And lift it up. Good. So you're going to keep the ball there if you can. Yeah, there you go.
I always lose the ball when I do this.
Yeah, you kind of have to remind yourself that it's there because it's like working the hamstring and kind of like that smile area underneath your glute. And lift it up. And let's do 3 more. Lift. 2 more. And then last one, you're going to lift it up and hold. Start to pull the knee into your chest. So you're pulling it in here. Take it slightly behind you. Good. Pulling it in, really nice. And then back. Oh my God, ow. We're so close, we're almost done. And then back, let's do 2 more. And then last one. Good.
Oh.
And then drop that knee down. Take the ball out from there. Take your right leg in front. Take a pigeon stretch. We'll do the hips up on the ball and get a little bit of that like circulation going in your legs after this. I think it would be a really great way to end.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. All right, let's flip over. You're going to lay all the way flat. Lift your hips up, take the ball underneath your tailbone here. You're gonna reach your hands around, grab onto the ball, relax the shoulders. Let's take your knees into tabletop and then extend your legs up. Just do a little wiggle of your legs for a second. And then you're gonna take your toes apart and heels together. Just start to open your legs out to the side. So you're gonna allow gravity to kind of pull it down, flex the feet and squeeze up. Good, so you're just opening up through here, flex and squeeze. Really nice.
I have a great view of my feet from here.
What?
I have a great view of my feet from here.
I was just trying to get you in a position so everybody could see what was going on there, you know? Flex and squeeze, and now let's reverse. Flex it out. Point the toes and squeeze up. Good. Flex and open, point and squeeze. Good, let's do 3 more. Good, 2 more. And lunge, really nice, 1 more. Good, and then take your right leg down to the floor, take your left knee into your chest. Get a hip flexor stretch on the right side, and just drop it all the way down, yeah. Good. And then let's switch legs. Get a nice stretch on the left side. And then let's lift your hips up off the ball. Slowly roll all the way down from here. Almost time. I want to do a last little bit just to kind of open up your shoulders, a little bit more abdominals, and then we'll be done. Take the ball behind your shoulder blades here. You're going to lay over the ball. Take your feet together. Just take your knees slightly apart. Just drape your whole upper body over the ball. And then you're going to start to take your hands behind your head. I want you to do a little curl looking up towards your abdominals here. So you're going to stay lifted. Good. So you're going to lift and then lower down over the ball. So you're just kind of doing like a little bitty curl, but trying to keep your tailbone in neutral. So it's just your upper body moving here. Lifting it up, dropping it down. Good. Good. Nice. Let's do 3 more here. Good. 2 more. And then last one, you're going to lift it up and hold. I want you to squeeze the knees together as you rotate your upper body to the right. And you're coming back to center as you open up the knees. And then squeeze, rotate to the other side. Yeah. Good. Open it up. Nice. And twist. And open. So you're getting like a nice deep twist in your core. A lot of obliques here. You're feeling inner thighs also. Good. Twist. Good. Nice. And then let's stay over to the left when you're there. Do tiny pulses up. You're going to squeeze the knees together. Tiny, tiny pulses. Really good. Nice. So nice. Let's do 3 more. 2. And then 1. Open your knees out to the side. Rotate back to center. Switch over to the other side. Do tiny pulses up. Keeping the inner thighs squeezed. Let's just do 3 more, 2 more, and then 1 more. And then open everything up over the ball. You can let your legs hang. You're like, I'm done. I'm out.
No, I'm just so distracted by my own feet. I know that's disgusting. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
I mean, now I really have to see them. Like, I'm dying to see them now.
I'll FaceTime you.
I love you. How are you feeling?
Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.